So Leigh Hart, welcome to the Matt and Jerry show. You came down to the party in the mouth. Oh, I expected you to be on the plane with me, actually, Leigh, but there was a little bit of a debacle, a little bit of a schmozzle, which occurred, and you didn't end up on that flight with me, which meant that you had to get into Christchurch and then find your way across to the party in the mouth
That's
via
right.
car.
Yes, good old-fashioned roadie, which was good fun. As you know, on a trip like that, you can have a fiasco, a debacle, or a schmozzle. And I had two of those.
Well, look, the beginning part of it, obviously, getting across to the mouth, that wasn't easy. But as you said, the kindness of a couple of young ladies, and then they brought you across to the party itself. And can I just say, also, thank goodness that you had the wherewithal at some stage to get up on stage, cut some shapes in a Chuck Berry style on guitar with the band.
Yeah, well, there's this very small window to play something and things like that. And you don't leave it too late, that's for sure.
No.
So I got that out of the way. And then really the rest of the night went fairly smoothly.
Did it? Is that what happened? Well,
I feel like there was a small schmozzle just near the end.
Oh, you talk about the motel debacle?
So after let's just paint the scene. So we've been at the party in the mouth, had a great time. You've been up on stage, cutting shapes, Chuck Berry style, on guitar. It's time to head home. We've all gone our separate ways, actually. I was in a different van. You were in a different van. Matt was in a different van. ACC and Hauraki at G Lane was in a different van. So what happened at that point? Because I know that I made my way back to the motel and hopped into ACC and Hauraki Head G Lane's bed for some reason and ended up going to sleep. What happened to you?
Well, I did a similar thing. You got to remember, I hadn't been to the motel yet. I went straight to the pub, so I didn't actually know the geography of the complex. And I struggled to find my room, which happened to be number one. So you'd think that would be probably at the end of the of the row, as opposed to the middle. But I was looking around the middle for my room. It was very cold, as you know, and literally it became a survival thing. I had to get into a room. I was trying all these other doors. Eventually, one did open, and I got in there, and luckily for me, there was a full family in there. A family who kindly accommodated me on their little couch. I was hanging right off it, for the rest of the night. So I have to thank Graham and his family for their kindness.
So at what point did you realise that you were on a family's couch in a family room?
Oh, I think I pretty much realised straight away. Perhaps that the little boy that was in, the 3-year-old that was running around in the lounge doing a commentary for the rest of the family. The big bald man, he's sleeping here still, this sort of stuff. So, but I just didn't really care at that point, But and then of course I said I took my leave at the end, of course, and thanked them for having me. And then I tried to get the money back on my room, which I didn't think I should have to pay for. Then I didn't sleep in it, but they weren't having that. Then I actually went off into Matt's room and watched the football with them.
Yeah, you climbed into bed with me, and that was good, and it kept me warm for a while watching the football, and then eventually around 10:30 a.m. you finally found room number one.
Yeah, and slept in that for half an hour, then came back again. So look, it was a hell of a fiasco, you'd say, but look, it was all good fun. And I'm going to call them the Samaritans, Graham Samaritan, West Coasters from Murchison, I believe. So they don't mind showing a bit of kindness to strangers, and that's what it's all about. So
Well, was
lessons from this.
Well, it was a real survival issue, as you said before, because you're in a T-shirt, and I was struggling just whenever the automatic doors opened at the Spates Ale House. Whenever they opened for a second, I basically was about to get hypothermia. So you stuck out there, not being able to find room number one. You needed some Samaritans. You needed some coasters to let you in and show you some kindness. So bless.
Yeah, and they certainly, whether they were aware of it at the time, they certainly showed me that kindness.
Whether they had a choice or not, they showed you some kindness.
Well, so the great thing as well is that I understand that it wasn't just Graham and his lovely wife and their kids. There was also some grandparents in that family room as well.
It's sort of like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kind of thing. There's a whole family there. It's like it's like an extended family. So I don't know if they were on a sort of a family trip, came out for an anniversary or something, or maybe it was someone's birthday, a big family birthday. But I was just glad to be a part of it.
Hauraki Breakfast with Matt Heath and Jeremy Wells.